So, good morning guys, welcome back. We are back at Deer Valley, as you've seen in the intro. I haven't been out in a while, so bear with me. Just trying to sort some gear out. While we're at it, we can have a quick look at the new Witchwood bag. Got the spool holder and the big accessory holder. Lots of room in this, especially for myself and my filming gear. To fit my tripod, scales, sunglasses, some extra fluorocarbon in it, which is what I'm going to need in a moment. So we got it all for you today guys. We got the new Witchwood bag, we've got the 3 rod holder from Bill, Mr. Bill Bonus. There is the email address if you'd like to email him, or he is available on Facebook for anyone who would like to purchase them. The setup I have today is Celestial floating in orange with the apps, bloodworms. There's a black about 2 foot down from the indicator, and then this one is around 4 foot from the indicator. 8 pound Witchwood ghost mode on there. But we're gonna have a little play this morning. Got a little idea, a little bit of fun. We've had Mr. Buffton busy on the vice as always. There's a little fun with Diet Fishery as well from Scotland, as you've seen in my previous videos guys. Go and check out their fishery as well, absolutely beautiful up there. Looking forward to going back someday. So these are the Still Maniac spools guys. Going to have a little play as I said. So I'm going more, not so much camouflage as they say, a little bit more discreet. Instead of the orange, the high-vis orange, we're going for the olive. We're going to use 6 pound ghost mode and this new little beauty. Waiting for Mr. Buffton to get back to me at the moment, but that is going to float. And then just underneath that I'm going to put 2 small gasket buzzers, one with a red tag, one with a white tag. The red tag is going to go on the point around 4 foot down, and the Vickers more sort of style pattern with the white collar will go 2 foot down. That is more so maybe possibly imitating a bloodworm pattern that's coming up through the water column, and then a black and white that is just suspended within the water column. So that's the 3 flies. I'm hoping it's focusing up nice for you. There's the line guys. So say plenty of room in this box, lots of room for separate lines. Got the Celestial intermediate, I think that is an airflow intermediate, an airflow 40 plus floating, which is absolutely horrendous, absolutely shocking line. We've got a die 7 and a die 5. So die 5 can go back in the box, and I'll bring you back once we have set up this setup. So just for you all to see guys, this fly, which I'm just waiting on Mr. Buffton to give me a message back what we're calling it, is going to float. So we're going to fish this New Zealand style, and when I say New Zealand style, this is what I mean. So we have length of line now that is maybe 1.5 foot. That fly there is attached with an 8-turn water knot, I think they call it. It's just a conventional knot that majority of people use. This is very awkward now, so that line there needs to be around that shank of the hook. So what we do then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and put the line back through your loop. A little bit of saliva. It's typical, it's come off the shank of the hook, but as long as the loop is still there, you might get away with putting it back on. Tighten it down, and that's it now. That is tied from the hook eye to the shank, and that is generally what is known as, lots of fish jumping out there, guys, that is generally what's known as New Zealand style. Chicken rubbish there. These are my new snips as well, guys, from Vision. Got a nice new clip holder as well. Treating myself over Christmas, so I won't bore you with the rest now, guys. It's just rinse and repeat. So that is about 1.5 feet underneath the floating fly, and then we are going to put the 2 gasket buzzers in the exact same fashion. First one, hook, tie it on with the eye, then the shank, and then that's it. So I'll bring you back after I've done that. Just hooked into my fish here, guys, on the, oh my god, what a size on that brown down there. Oh my god. Yeah, so we've been using the gasket buzzers, guys. It doesn't take long. I've cast to a fish that's moving, and we have hooked a fish on the red one by the looks of it. So I'm going to get down the bank in a minute, guys. Battery's going on the GoPro as usual. Let's try and get him in. That was the hook out in the net, guys. Look at the colours on that one. The fish are about 4 or 5 pounds. Move the hook out of the way. We got a new net this time, guys. It's called a boatman instead of the bankman. Get his head up. There he goes. Cracking fish, gone. So yeah, massive, long net. Why people will want that on a boat, unless they're using big, long, massive leaders, is beyond me. But it worked out pretty good for me there today. As we go right out on the fish, I have got my waders on a little bit, so I don't have to fall or slip on the bank. Obviously, you're not allowed to fish in the water by wading, but yeah, the boatman strikes and catches his first one. I do apologise, guys, the battery did go, but let's get into some more. That was a good quick change of tactics today, guys. We took the black snake off and we put the dry fly on the top and 2 gasket buzzers. We had 1 refusal on the dry. Nice Sparta came up, literally nosed the fly, and then went back down. Which you will find a lot of the time with these Spartics, they will, or the tigers, they come straight up off the bottom really fast. Have a quick look at the fly. If they like it, they hit it fast, hit it hard, or they just refuse it and go back down. There's lots of gold trout coming up on the surface. One just down in front. I seen a massive brown trout earlier while we had that fish on. Absolute monster of a brown. Be nice to get into something like that this year. There's one of my goals this year, to try and get a nice big brownie from this water. So keep persevering with this now. We are a little hampered now with there's a bit of a wind, bit of a ripple coming across. It's a bit hard to actually see the fish now. I was actually casting sight fishing, casting 2 swimming fish. I can see the goldies in close. It's obviously very prominent in colour. Lots of nice ones coming out. There's lots of fish rising. So I'm hoping with this ripple I might be able to just tease a fish or 2, cast into rising fish, slow figure of 8 with these gasket buzzers. Whether they'd like to take a fly off the top, just being inquisitive. It does look like a beetle. Or they got the option of the 2 gasket buzzers. So that worked very well then with the little red tag gasket buzzer on the point. Came straight in, smashed the fly, dry fly buried under, which is also a good method with this New Zealand style of fishing. You use that dry fly to your advantage, with it being very similar to an indicator. There's a spot, I've got a tiger right there now. I'll try and tease him up. Or you will find if there's one hiding, you will see another one. Or it will come straight out of the reeds, the weeds, and take you by surprise. So if you catch any more now, guys, I'll bring it back. I'm hoping this ripple dies off so we can get a bit of better footage. Let's try and get another one. So guys, welcome back. It is fishing reasonably tough today. We had lots of follows. I switched over to a team of wiggles, a white one and a salmon colour one. Same sort of setup, 1.5 foot under the indicator, and then another 2 foot under that, so we're fishing about 3 foot in total. I've missed a few fish. As I sound like a broken record, you will lose lots of fish, but you will also catch lots of fish. I've hooked a few as I've come back to get the net. Fish has come off, but other than that, it's a beautiful day. Catching a fish is always a bonus. It's nice to get out and get the fresh air. So, as previously stated, this is the Celestial floating. Keep your eyes out as well, guys. There will be a new sinking Celestial line out. No doubt going off these lines, guys, it's going to be epic. It's going to be a really good line. So I'm looking forward to getting my hands on one of those. So I'm only fishing reasonably close now. There's lots of fish in close, in little groups, little pods, 3s and 4s coming through. They're the opportunist shoals of fish you should sort of target, possibly, as they're coming through. Dunk your flies out well in front and hope they come through. That's what I was doing up along the bank, just walking up and down the bank, spotting fish, casting to the fish, and I missed 2 fish where they sucked the fly in, where it must have just been the tail, and another fish then I got halfway in as I was running over to get the net, not keeping enough tension on the line. It came off. So it was a good switch of flies earlier. We switched over from the die 3. We put the float in, let's call it a beetle for now. I haven't caught up on my phone yet of messages. Whoa. I haven't had a little catch up on the phone yet of the messages to find out what we're calling it. But as I said, the white gasket buzzer was on the top, red one on the bottom, purely for the purpose of imitating a bloodworm coming up the column of the water, and then white near at the top of the surface. And we took a fish pretty quick on the red tagged gasket buzzer. So I'm just going to persevere now. I've got the team of wiggles under the indicator now. I have got the yellow owl and a red gasket buzzer New Zealand setup, just in case the fish do start rising a little bit more confident. You could get that out and try and take them off the top. As I say, it's been a pretty hard day. There has been other fish coming out, different methods, pulling snakes, white snakes, black snakes, more natural flies, your damsels, your buzzers. They're all working. It's just a case of getting you nice and early in the morning when the fish are fresh and looking to feed. It's unfortunate I gotta get you after the school run when majority of the time that early morning feeding pattern generally fades off. Oh, there's a little touch on the indicator then. But if you can get you on opening times, that will maximise your chances. Oh, I missed that one. That'll maximise your chances of catching these fish. So there's plenty of teas and coffees available as always, guys. The fire's on. As we're talking now, the gentleman over there is into a fish. I might have a little move around the lake for the last 40 so minutes. Try and cover some fresh fish, or fish that I haven't yet covered with these flies. See if we can pull 1 or 2 fish out now before we go. Obviously got to do the school run. So I do apologise as well, guys. I haven't been out on the fly as regular as I'd like to, but we should sort that out with the kids being back in school. We have got a few little things in the pipeline, a few little road trips lined up, so stay tuned for those, guys. We're not far off 3,000 subscribers now as well, which is absolutely insane. For 1 minute when I first started doing these videos, guys, did I ever think that I would even get 1,000 subscribers, let alone close to 3,000 subscribers. Everyone that actually follows and subscribes and likes and interacts, it goes a long way, guys, and I do appreciate it all. So big thanks to you all. Let's try and smash our 3,000. If you haven't already subscribed, come on, we're nearly there. I think we're 10 subscribers away from 3,000. So come on, guys, it don't cost nothing. Let's get clicking. Here we go, stalking a tiger. Well, I was stalking a rainbow and there was a tiger just come up out of nowhere. Took the white wiggle by the looks. Yeah, the white wiggle. Couldn't help himself. So typical, the GoPro's gone off again. Just had that tiger on a white wiggle. Let's have a little look at him. Run over the other way. There he is. Stunning fish. Couldn't help himself. Trying to target another rainbow just in front of him, and he come out of nowhere. Smashed the white wiggle. Let's turn the net. There he goes. Gone. That is it for today, guys. Been a short, quick one. We've seen a few fish. We had a nice rainbow of around 5-6 pound. Nice tiger trout. Fishing is hard at the moment with the weather. It's hot, as you see, hot and cold. The fish are either on it or not, but if you persevere, make sure you put different flies on, different depths, different lines. I'm sure you will find the fish. So thanks again for watching, guys, it's much appreciated. All the interactions as always, subscriptions, comments, all goes a long way. We're not far off 3,000 subscribers now, guys, so if you haven't already subscribed, please give it a quick click, a quick subscribe. It costs nothing and it all goes a long way. We are literally on the 3,000 now. I never ever thought we'd be anywhere near that when I first started making these videos, guys, but totally humbled. Do appreciate it all, so thank you all for your continued support, and I will catch you all on the next one.